Hello everyone, my name is Wade the Wallaby. Welcome to It's My Birthday Special Edition. I am actually 20 years old. Holy boop! I cannot believe I am 20 years old and this is going to be the birthday special. I have no idea what this is, but obviously, you can say obviously all I want. It is the time that we've been waiting for, and I am ready. There's snow outside. Actually, it's starting to snow, but it's still safe. Holy crap. Yeah. January the 15th, 2001. Oh, I cannot. Okay, so this is going to be the birthday special edition. I've been waiting for this for maybe about an hour or something like that. I wanted to do a birthday special, which is going to be basically, we'll be probably playing games, modifying some things, doing a wedding. Why hasn't anybody got there? Well, because maybe it's that, but I'll probably do a second stream just for you guys to join in. Maybe later. I will probably stream. Hopefully I don't fall asleep. I probably won't, because it is a special day. Now, man, just one more year, I'll be like 21 years old. Actually, yeah, the next 15, I will be 21 years old, which means I can illegally drink alcohol. But holy crap, it's here. It is here. Okay, so we're going to do the birthday special. Damn it. My hair is on fire. Actually, it's not on fire. Ah! I had to make the thumbnail extremely happy. I wanted to see some fan art or something, because there hasn't been anything that someone has emailed me, so. Okay, is it still snowing now? What happened to the snow? The snow is gone. Damn it! I should have celebrated. I should have just not look. I jinxed myself. Damn it! So what birthday special this is going to be? I didn't put my hair. Well, I'm all energized up. I feel extremely energized. So we're going to be playing maybe Counter-Strike Source, which I already had for some reason. I like to play Counter-Strike Source instead of Global Offense. Even though I had to pay money for it, I just like me putting the silencer on constantly, and it's just funny. I just like how it just. See, I told you that'd be happening. Okay, all right. Holy crap. Yeah. Well, hello, everyone. It is the big time. Holy. All right, let's get back to business. We already have been back to business. Counter-Strike Source. Crazy. I already had 3, don't tell anybody, 3 Dr. Peppers. Actually, they're called Dr. Thunder, but I had 3 of them. I am so energized. I probably have diabetes already. Oh my God. I am so energized. It's kind of hot in here. Well, because you're hot. There's no more water. Oh, hello, squirrel. I want a squirrel. I want a trained squirrel. Well, you can't have it. Reference to Willy Wonka, the new one, I think. I want the squirrel, Daddy. I want the train squirrel. It's this Discord is Wade the Wallaby, and I also have called the Wallaby Mob. Also, I do have the same thing on Steam. I keep telling you guys, forget about, I do have a Steam, it's called the Wallaby Mob, exact same thing, the Steam group. Also, it's not Wade the Wallaby, it's Skypix on Steam, so make sure you have that. Zombie! Shut up! See, this is what I need to find some water. My kidneys are probably going to be very angry because I've been drinking so much ugly. But there is no water. I can't find any water. I could drink tap water, but that's just, tap water. Ooh, lemonade. I thought my mom was supposed to make me pink lemonade, but this is just... I'm gonna drink this lemonade with a glass straw with in my Corvette cup. I got this at the Corvette museum. My mom's favorite car is the Trans Am. If you have heard of that vehicle before, you're probably lucky. My mom's favorite car is the Trans Am, and she loves Trans Am and horses. If you tell her about Trans Am, she will go crazy, be like, "Where'd you get it?" or something like that. She is in love with it in Trans Am. Sadly, we don't have any Trans Am. She gave it up because she wanted more money, because I believe that she was working at the coal mine, and then of course they all got laid off. And I don't know, I probably got the mixed up history, but it's the same principle. I remember she told me something about someone was painting a water tower, and they got her Trans Am painted accidentally. Yeah, a water tower? They're crazy. Why would a water tower be a thing? I know. Okay, we have something here. Number, question mark. Oh! I hate to do this. I hate going to Discord. Four, 5, 8, 5. That's the number. There you go. Actually, it's not Wade the Wallaby 2. It's Wade the Wallaby. Don't say the number 2 because that's not my name. I used that to commemorate of my other channel. Don't put that there. No. Bad boy. Bad subscribers. Bad. Ugh. I couldn't find any more water. Yeah, a glass straw. You ever heard of a glass straw? Well, here it is. Glass straw. I actually wanted to get rid of Discord, but I kept it anyways. No, when do I have to go on Discord again? Why do I have to work with people like this? I don't know what you mean. I'm a noob on Discord still. Oh, I hate this so much. Whoa, what happened? How do I do this? User settings. See, I really don't know how to do. Oh, copied. I guess I'll just Control V. There. Stop being a baby. Hey, that's that nice way. Don't be calling names to other YouTubers. Hey, now you're not a rock star. Oh no. Yes, of course. Oh, it's All Star. Running. Yoy? Yo moi moi. I know what yo moi means. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's that thing? Yeah, I really don't. See, that's why I don't like Discord, because people just talk to me at random. Speech keeps talking every. No, no. Control V.
Dan's mindset, okay?
Okay, man.
Mindset sounds good.
I worked really hard. Edwards Air Force Base. Exiting out of Discord. This is what drives the people to turn into werewolves. Ah, and that's a choice, not a curse. Oh yeah. Houston, Space Discovery. We're asking you for the Discovery Houston. We are now. Oh shit, tank! Commodore 64. 64. No, the worst. VIC 20. It's so Stop it, wait. Okay, I'm gonna put something right here. YouTube. Disgusting. Ugh.
This is just nasty. Fill the entire bottom of the computer. I'm going to go ahead and take the board out. The board is attached to an RF shield. Ew, this is just nasty. Looks like there's some corrosion after all, and it's all over the RF shield. Hopefully it's just the shield and not the actual board. In all my years, I've only ever seen corrosion on par with this one time, and that was a musical keyboard I restored for 8-bit keys. And that one was caused by leaking batteries.
Yeah. Hold on.
Garbage on the screen when I turn it on. Let's pop the cover off and see what we can find. Also up. I'll put the in GAC. Garbage on the screen when I boot to basic. The Apple II community lovingly refers to this as the Darth Vader machine. Now, this particular one was donated to me 13 months ago by Ken Hargy, and I'm just now getting around to messing with it. And unfortunately, somebody long ago in the past has done this hideous modification where they've cut a giant hole in the case and put this ugly fan here. Now, not only is this modification particularly ugly, but it also makes it impossible to set a monitor on top of the computer. The Bell & Howell units are actually pretty rare these days, so it's probably worthwhile trying to get this thing restored back to as new as possible.
All videos I'm watching are
so
on the chat.
So the first thing I need to do, I guess, is try powering this thing on, see if it works. I'm a little concerned because some of these Apple II units have filter caps in the power supply that will something of it. Let's pop, for example, is some sort of printer card. Definitely don't need that just to boot. This is some sort of RAM expansion card. It appears to have possibly 256K on board and room for a lot more. But again, this is not something we need just to boot. So let's fire it up again. Still no luck. I also noticed there is what appears to be an RF modulator shoved down in here. This was for connecting to a television, which would essentially make the computer broadcast on channel 33 so that you could tune your TV into that. And it appears this little 4-pin connector is designed to connect right there by the video jack. Well, I'll come back to the motherboard later. For the moment, let's look at this ugly fan and see what we can do about that. I'm not sure why they put this rubber band here, which has now become old and crusty. I guess I'll start by unscrewing these bolts that are holding it on. Looks pretty good, but I wonder what we can do about it. It's going to take a shot at after it was poured. It needed to cure for several hours. So, skipping ahead a few hours, the silicone had finished curing, and, so it was time to remove it. Unfortunately, I couldn't get my camera to focus on the texture of this, but you can take my word for it. It did capture the texture of the Bell & Howell plastic. The hot glue was less cooperative than we expected, but we managed to get it all off eventually. The next thing he did was bevel out the holes just a little bit. And the idea being the holes would be slightly cone-shaped instead of straight through, this adding additional mechanical stability. That way, if you sat something heavy on top of this, it wouldn't be as likely to pop out. And then it was time for the resin. Now, beyond just mixing the two parts together, he also added some dye. Now, we talked about this for a while, and he warned me that the exact color match would not be likely, given the time constraints we had and the equipment that was at the fair. It really had. It really had no effect. Expecting. There were a few. Going to be sick. Expecting. This is the later revision. It really had no effect. Okay, so now comes the point I've been secretly dreading. Now that it's fully dried off, I need to test this board and see if it works. This computer didn't come with a power supply, so I'm going to use my new brick, which is a modern power supply replacement for the Commodore machines. The only thing I need at the moment is power and composite video. That should tell me if the board is working or not. And here goes. Okay, well, that's sort of good and bad news. Obviously, the board doesn't work, but the fact that there is video and the border and background colors are set correctly tells us that a lot of important components are actually working. So hopefully this won't be too hard to fix. Thankfully, most of the important chips are socketed. This is the same revision motherboard, so everything is identical. So I'm just going to pull these chips one at a time and then the RAM chips. And so the purpose of these is to literally cut off the CPU's access to the RAM during the times that the video chip needs to access it. And I was not able to find any bad traces on the board. Next, I'm going to move to the logic probe. Now, this probe needs to be powered by the board itself, and a good place to get power on the Commodore boards is from the 5-volt and ground on the cassette port, like this.
All right, so what's going to happen is I'm going to touch this little tiny tip to the different pins on this chip. Now, if it flashes high, that means there's 5 volts at that location. If it flashes low, that means that location is grounded. Now, if this light here flashes, that means that it's constantly flip-flopping.
It is, and so on. So I verified the inverter seems to be working correctly. So that's another one I can mark off my list. Next, I'll take a look at these bus trans from the board. You might as well replace it with a socket, so that's what we did. And with a new RAM chip in place, as you can see, the board booted right up. It was a glorious sight to see after hours of troubleshooting. And since there was no keyboard attached, I thought I'd try out a game on it. Omega Race was the first VIC-20 cartridge game I ever played, so I felt it was fitting here. And while I had no keyboard, I could at least attach a joystick. And here we go. I love that logo. It's very simple, but it's so elegant. It's interesting to think that this may actually be the first game that's ever been played on this computer.
It's so sad looking, but he restored it. It's so incredible.
Just didn't know how to.
It's the same. And here's the new key and plunger. And fortunately, they do appear to be compatible with the VIC-20. And so I took the keyboard back apart and put this plunger inside. And now I can pull off this up arrow key and place it back where it belongs. And then I can install the new T key from the C64. And now I can close this thing up for hopefully the last time. I think it's time for some cheese and onion. Seeing this VIC-20 cleaned up and working again and playing games brings the same joy to me as seeing rescued animals being cleaned up and sent home to new families for a second chance at life. And I suspect this VIC-20 has had a really hard life of work in a grinding industrial environment, followed by probably years of being stuffed away, forgotten in some storage shed or something like that. And now it's getting a second chance at life, and hopefully it will spend the rest of its life being appreciated by someone. There were a few. Look at the back of this thing is are well known for their flea market that they have on a regular. See, it is in horrible condition, and the seller only wanted $5 for it, and so he decided to pick it up
$5
and see if maybe I would consider trying to restore it. And so, you know, and here it is. It is. Oh man, it's gross just to touch this thing. This is absolutely, without a doubt, the worst condition VIC-20 I have ever seen. But I'm going to go further than that and say it might actually be the worst condition.
It's so sad looking. The 8-bit guy. You should check him out. You'll learn a bunch of stuff. Link in the chat right here. It updates, as you can see, it doesn't update fully, but maybe I could actually add it to the description, but I don't think I would right now. Thanks for like. I appreciate that because it's already my birthday. You haven't made me anything about Shepherd Bay. But yeah, this is not a Commodore. No, this is just the regular keyboard with no branding, probably something from, but yeah, it's plugged into the computer. I actually tried the, it's a mouse from Microsoft. It's on those, you know, in those old-fashioned mouses. But the, you know, the. Oh yeah, I gotta try the drone again. Why isn't it on? I plugged this mouse in this computer because this computer actually has capability of this is just the old mouse that was actually on the Nini's computer, I believe. and it used this cord. I call it the LOL cord because it looks like an LOLOL. I call it LOLOL cord. There's probably a proper name for this. You see the symbol? Come on, camera. I don't think it can adjust that far, but if I just hold it still, it's going to sink. Come on, sensors, come on. I guess it won't. Oh yeah, now finally, I saw it just looks like a smiley face, doesn't it? I plugged on the side. And I restarted the computer, and it actually does work. However, because it's a ball mouse, and you open it to the side. If you don't know what these are just balls. Not being sexual. But yeah, this is a very heavy rubber ball. Very heavy. It's actually in good condition. Normally these balls are in bad conditions because I believe that this wasn't that much been not used that much, which is a good thing. And this is good because I tried to use this cord on the old compact laptop, but I really couldn't figure out why. But yeah, it does work. I tested it out, and it's the cord on that laptop that's not working. And I promised you it was it fitted, so, but it doesn't say, oh yeah, it does. I think it says, oh, it's a keyboard cord. It says keyboard, but it did work same way. So it did fit into that cord. And it's the only one. So yeah, this computer is capable of multiple things. That's why it has a mouse, which it looks like the keyboard mouse. So a keyboard plug, I call it. So this is the lull cord. I bet some nerds out there could be like, that's not how it is. I really want to do it, but I have to restart the computer first. Why would even, yeah, this mouse here is the best. I mean, look at that. It's the useful mouse, and it's very accurate because it is a laser. It's an infrared laser. I can, do that. But this one, you can't go. There's supposed to be a button on the side. Because of this one, I can go left or right by the pages. Very useful. Oh, yeah, clicking sound. It's like very... Wow, that's more intriguing than the other one. But it's a ball mouse. This is legendary. These things are very useful. I was actually trying to look them on eBay, like one of them, but now since I already have one. Oh, that's the laptop right there. I thought it was over there, but it's actually out here. I forgot. I'm a collector of all technology. So how ball mouse works is pretty simple. The ball mouse uses it's supposed to be two. Yeah, it's supposed to be like, oh, here it is. So that's the other axis. I believe there are 3 axes or something like that. And when a ball rolls around on there, all those axes move in a very hard way. But they do work. So if you want to move this way, the sensor on here moves the other way. It's pretty simple. The first ever mouses were actually really interesting. What happened was when you move this way, you have to move backwards, and it's really hard because you have to have it like this because there are 2 sides. So a ball situation was more simpler and useful. But this was the only way. I mean, into this sense, it won't matter. But when the laser came out, it really revolutionized. I used to have a cord mouse. Yeah. I think I should plug this in, but my dad told me not to plug in the same devices at the same time. But yeah, these for Microsoft. I have it. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty cool. Not cool, but just a standard old mouse. Very popular in the back. Cheap, I think. Cheap, and but not too cheap. It still works. The technology in the past is a good remember of the past. Do 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 do. Apple.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the 8
Hey, I'm gonna go back.
Hello. Brittle condition. So notice this little. Brittle. Okay, did to keyboard brittle with this aftermarket keyboard. I have no idea what this gunk is on top. Was this crazy wire for the top LED from the factory? My guess is the original keyboard probably sat there, and with the aftermarket keyboard, they needed to fill the gap. I also noticed the labels for the ports on the rear were painted on, and at this point, they were nearly was really not that dirty. Was really not that. The Obsolete Geek recently did an episode of his computer hunting series where he found the motherlode of Apple IIs and give it some special love. And give it connector is very flaky, as you can see. The Apple IIcs that he acquired that day, and here it is.
Okay, I'm going to end it here, but maybe a few hours later, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna start the stream again, so you guys can maybe have a party. Sorry, I had to be dramatic. Bye bye.